The good fortune in the Polish economy has been broken. There are fewer new companies and existing ones are moving out of the country. Polish ports, after recording an increase in transshipments a year ago, are recording significant declines this year. Why is this trend reversing? Today, I took a closer look at the situation.
Ta polityka fatalna w skutkach.
This fatal policy that Donald Tusk is implementing, that is the mortification of the Oder River, the mortification of the lower Vistula River as far as investments are concerned, the halting of the construction of the container terminal in Świnoujście, and the brakes on the construction of the central transportation port, all these actions are causing cargo and investors to drift away, which can be seen today from Polish ports, and these significant drops in transshipments.
Ładunki, ale inwestorzy po prostu odpływają z Polski, no I to widać dzisiaj po polskich portach.
Last year was a very successful year for Polish ports. Gdansk, Gdynia, Szczecin and Świnoujście handled a total of 145.7 million tons of cargo, an increase of 10% compared to 2022.
To nie był przypadek.
This was not a coincidence. It was a very specific policy, primarily aimed at building large hubs.
Polityka przede wszystkim nastawiona na budowanie.
But the ports have already seen declines in the first 3 quarters of this year. Experts are sounding the alarm. If our ports are to continue to be attractive hubs, Poland must invest in infrastructure development, primarily rail, and rail is one of the main elements of the central transport port. The fact that the so-called volume of transshipments has now fallen in Polish ports illustrates the situation in the entire Polish economy. Polish companies are going bankrupt and foreign companies operating in Poland are closing factories and moving their businesses outside our country. Polish retail chains are being taken over by Germans. Now they are set to buy out one of Poland's drugstore chains. All indications are that Poland is doomed to investment shortfalls and lack of development. This is confirmed by data from the Central Statistical Office. In the third quarter of this year, 104 bankruptcies were recorded, 19.5% more than in the same period last year. Small entrepreneurs, people who have plans to set up, for example, a business and want to develop it, have suffered above all. Companies point to high prices, mainly for energy, as the main reason for the bad situation in the Polish economy. Energy prices in Poland are 2.5 times higher than in Norway and a quarter higher than in Germany, Switzerland and Denmark. They are the highest in Europe and probably the highest in the world. There is no proposal from the other side of the more market liberal one that would ensure economic growth. This is what must worry investors. We have repeatedly said that an indicator of confidence in the state is how entrepreneurs will invest their money, and we have further signs that entrepreneurs are reducing their investments in Poland. The consequences of the lack of government strategy for development could be devastating for the Polish economy and for Poles.